Hello everyone, my name is RetroBoy03, coming back at you for another LEGO video review. This time on LEGO Dimensions, set number 71245, the Adventure Time Level Pack. This set comes with 102 pieces and retails for around $30 in the United States. Without further ado, let's get into the review. Okay, so here we have Finn the Human, the main character of Adventure Time. As you can see, here we have his golden toy tag, which features his sword on a grassy background, as well as just some knickknacks and the ever-present godly snail. Anyway, I feel as though the figure is probably one of my favorite figures to come out of Dimensions, seeing as how it looks like it's clearly a LEGO minifigure, but at the same time it looks like it's straight out of the show due to the unique printing style they used. Well, on the torso it's very simple, since as you can see, Finn just has a blank, I believe it's a medium azure, might be wrong about that, but anyway, torso with sleeves, dual molded sleeves, which are unique. But yeah, no printing on the torso. On the legs, as you can see, has short pants as well as shoes. And, well, my one complaint is that on the back, the dual molding is actually blue and tan, so that you can have the bit of skin showing through. I wish that had been done in blue and black, even though the skin tone would not have been as good as it is if they'd done that. So, I don't know. I'm still fine with this, though. It's really just a nitpick. As you can see, Finn's accessory is this golden sword, which is a pretty nice piece to get. His backpack is actually not unique. It's the Series 10 Skydiver chute, and I don't see any real need to take that off since his back is completely blank. Finn has a unique mold for his strange hat, which is a pretty good mold. I definitely like it. And he does have a double-sided face. And if I take that off, you can see, just how little space his face print actually takes up on the head. And again, it makes for a really unique style for these figures. So, if I turn Finn's head around to the back, you can see that he does have this alternate face, which is a slightly calmer expression compared to the much rowdier and more excited face that it is his primary expression. But yeah, this is a nice, simple, cute face, and overall, I am in love with the Finn minifigure. So now, let's get on to the builds of this level pack. For the first of the two primary builds of this set that we'll take a look at, here we have the Jakemobile, which I absolutely love the inclusion of this, for the simple fact that if you can only get one of the Adventure Time Dimensions packs, with this pack you actually do get both Finn and Jake in a way, so I do really appreciate the inclusion of the Jakemobile, because not only that, it's also just a really good build. As you can see, it has a nice printed design for the face, and it's just kind of like a nice classic-looking car. There are actually only two wheels, kind of like the classic Ecto 1. You have a few lights in the back, and honestly, if I have one problem with this, is that obviously it should really all be yellow. So, and again, that's just kind of a nitpick. Really, every problem I have with this set is just a tiny nitpick. But yeah, you have some great shaping for Jake here, especially with all these curves on the back. I really love how that came out. Yeah, that is Jake. Not much to say about him. The Jakemobile is just an amazing build. Just like not having much to say about him, there's also not much I can really say about our other build, the Ancient Psychic Tandem War Elephant. Which, I mean, it's an Ancient Psychic Tandem War Elephant. You can see that there are little rocket boosters at the bottom of its feet. It has two trunks, which shoot pink lasers. Sorry. He has two golden tusks on each of his two heads. He has a fiery colored visor. On each side, he uses two flippers to represent the ears. And on top, he has this nice pink design. Well, not design, it's a pink color. Anyway, and wait, and to show you kind of how he's built up, you can, if I can get it, just give me a second. You can see that, like, this piece is just attached on the top. Well, these sections are just built sideways, and the tusks are attached through these Technic bricks. So I actually thought it was really interesting how LEGO made this model come together. The build is very cool. So anyway, yeah, those are our primary builds. So now let's get on to Snail Dude Jake and the Cosmic Squid. Okay, so here we have our next alternate builds, which are the Snail Dude Jake and the Cosmic Squid. Taking a look at Jake, as you can see, is a pretty nice design. In the game, these parts up here, these parts with the cheese slope and the stud are actually supposed to be the eyes. So, but I still think that it looks fine, even with the eyes still being printed on the figure. Don't know why I said figure. The tires on the sides make a bit of detailing, and overall, it just kind of looks like a slimy snail. Not much to say about him. Probably my least favorite of the 3 Jake builds, though all of them are really good. Our other build here is the Cosmic Squid, which is probably one of my favorite alternate builds of the game in total. You have this nice visor around the top. You have these 4 golden parts on the front. You have 2 tentacles on the side. It has 4 rocket boosters on the bottom, like the Tandem War Elephant. You have the 4 flipper pieces repurposed on the back of the model, as I drop it. And overall, again, not much to say about it. I just really like this build. So now, on to the Hover Jake and the Psychic Submarine. Starting off our final group of builds here, we have the Hover Jake, which is probably my favorite Jake build, simply because it just looks so good as a hovercraft. I don't know why. Once again, you have the same printed face on the front, since obviously all 3 builds are made using the same exact parts. On each side, you definitely have some nice curvature, to kind of make the model look very sleek. And then here on the back, you have the 2 tires used as little engines, and you can actually, you can angle these. So yeah, this is actually one of the few dimension sets to have a play feature. And I mean, it's not much, but it does definitely give you different options for displaying your Hover Jake. So yeah, and then for our other build, here we have the Psychic Submarine. Definitely my least favorite of the 6 builds in this pack, simply because, I don't know, it just looks a bit lame to me. I don't know, I just don't think it looks that good as a submarine. I feel as though maybe if they'd called this some sort of fish, I would have liked it a bit more, but I don't know. I just feel as though since they called it a submarine, it looks really weird in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, again, not much to say on any of these builds for some reason. You just kind of have to take it in yourself. But, yeah, so that's all for these builds, and now on to the final verdict. So, overall, I feel that this is definitely one of the best LEGO Dimensions packs that they have to offer at the moment. And definitely probably my second favorite of the level packs. And I mean, at least in terms of the parts included, that is. But in-game, this is actually great as well, since it unlocks the Finn minifigure, who has a ton of abilities, and it also unlocks both the Adventure Time world and the level for the Adventure Time franchise. So yeah, so you get a lot of stuff in-game, you get some great stuff in physical form. Honestly, not really any problems with this pack. So yeah. So, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!